to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Spartans offense takes the field to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Spartans are on the move. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Spartans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Bought a little time, lets it go. No, sir, they strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. So Indiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm.
These had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the shotgun, the inside give. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They've got him looking to run. Now they're going to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He'll try to do it himself. Running to Green. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Michigan State 2, Indiana
1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
Wait, who's their fucking quarterback? Interesting. Okay.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the
I thought it said Levitt.
Got him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Slips a tackle. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for them.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans
It's
have
like
it
a
back on
baseball game
offense, hoping
score.
to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense that you just mentioned.
I got to say, watching this guy run is giving me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense, the ball back in great field position, a great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running.
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Throwing right. It's complete. On the move is the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Line getting set on second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball down,
the quarterback scrambled around, and the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Quick release on the RPO. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Still looking, on the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Hoosiers are on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. Now they'll try the right side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a miss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. The expressway is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy.
Running toward the tape. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. Extending the play. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6. The number one rule for any offense, gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
The number one rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback, too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running back searching for a hole. And the Spartans get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Some misdirection with the counter. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's the handoff. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The defense calls a timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Sparty! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. great, flawless execution by this offense.
Michigan State, 23, Indiana.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Right.